My beloved child, do you not feel the nearness of my presence even now, as these words unfold before your eyes? Like a sacred whisper carried upon the breath of eternity, I am with you, closer than the wind that brushes against your cheek, nearer than the rhythm of your own heartbeat. I have awaited this moment, this holy stillness in your day, where I may speak directly to the depths of your soul. Let these words be a love letter inscribed upon the very fabric of your being, a tender call that beckons you into the shelter of my embrace. Before the first dawn kissed the sky with light, before the stars were cast upon the heavens like jewels upon a velvet tapestry, I knew you. You were no accident, no fleeting thought lost in the vastness of creation. No, my beloved, you were fashioned with divine intent, shaped by my own hands with infinite care. I traced the curve of your smile before your lips ever formed it, beheld the tears that would glisten in your eyes before they fell. I rejoiced in the dreams that would stir within you, and stood watchful over the burdens you would bear. Every breath you have ever taken, every step you have ever walked, I have cherished them all with a love beyond measure. You are not adrift, not lost in the unrelenting tide of time. You are mine, and I have called you by name. Can you hear it? That quiet, unwavering voice that echoes through the corridors of your heart, reminding you that you are held, seen, and infinitely loved. Even when the shadows stretch long and doubt creeps into the edges of your mind, even when the weight of the world presses heavy upon your soul. Know this, my beloved, my love for you does not waver. It is not bound by the fragile conditions of earthly affection, nor does it rise and fall like the fickle tides. It is steadfast, eternal, a beacon that pierces through the storm, a light that will guide you home again and again. Come, rest in my embrace. You have carried your burdens long enough. Lay them down, your sorrows, your fears, your regrets. Lay them at my feet, and let them be swept away by the vastness of my mercy. You were never meant to bear them alone. The hands that shaped the heavens are the same hands that now reach for you, longing to lift the weight from your shoulders, to replace your weariness with peace that surpasses understanding. Do you not know, my child, that I delight in you, that I rejoice over you with singing, that my heart is moved by the smallest joys and sorrows that stir within you? There is no pain too deep for my healing touch, no distance too great that my love cannot bridge. Oh, if only you could see yourself as I see you. When you create, when you mend, when you comfort another with gentle words and a compassionate heart, you reflect my image. Even when you falter, even when you stumble in the darkness, my hands remain outstretched, waiting to lift you up, to steady your steps once more. There is nothing, no mistake, no moment of weakness, no depth of sorrow that could ever make me turn away from you. My love is not fleeting, nor is it fragile. It is the anchor that holds, the refuge that remains, the promise that will never be broken. So come as you are, wounded, weary, uncertain, and find rest in me. Let your heart be cradled in the sanctuary of my love. Let every doubt be silenced by the certainty of my voice. You are mine, my beloved, and nothing in all creation could ever separate you from the love I have poured out upon you. From everlasting to everlasting, you are held, cherished, and known. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. You are loved with a love that will never fade, a love that will never let you go. Before you took your first breath, before the light of the sun ever warmed your face, I knew you. In the vast expanse of eternity, I wove you together with intention, inscribing your name upon the pages of my heart. Every flicker of doubt, every hidden fear, every longing unspoken, I have seen them all, and still my love for you remains unshaken. You are not a mystery to me. The world may misunderstand you, may pass by without seeing the depths of who you are, but I the one who formed you, gaze upon you with unwavering tenderness. Not a single sigh escapes your lips that I do not hear. Not a single tear falls that I do not gather. When you wrestle with thoughts too heavy to bear, when your heart aches with questions unanswered, know this: I am near. I do not stand at a distance, indifferent to your sorrows. No, I lean in closer than breath itself, my presence a refuge in the storm. When the burdens of life press upon you like an unyielding weight, I do not merely watch from afar. I feel them with you, the pain that grips your soul, the silent cries that tremble within you. I have borne them before, and I bear them even now. Like a father who kneels to embrace his weeping child, I stoop low to lift you up, to remind you that you are not alone, nor will you ever be. Do you remember the nights when loneliness wrapped around you like a shroud? The moments when you thought no one could possibly understand the depths of your sorrow? Even then, my beloved, I was there. I whispered hope into the silence, my love reaching through the walls of your despair, ever longing to draw you into my arms. And though you may not always feel my presence, though your faith may falter like a candle, flickering in the wind, I do not waver. Whether you acknowledge me or not, my devotion to you stands unshaken, a love eternal, unbreakable. But my child, I do not only see your struggles, I see your victories, even those you dismiss as small. Every time you choose kindness when it would have been easier to wound, I rejoice. When you forgive the unforgivable, when you surrender your fears to me, when you rise again after falling, I celebrate. You may overlook these moments, but I do not. Every step forward, no matter how hesitant, is precious in my sight, for it speaks of the beauty I have placed within you, the divine spark that no darkness can extinguish. And yes, I see the doubts that still dwell within you. I hear the unspoken questions, the wrestling of your soul when my timing confounds you, when the doors you long to walk through remain closed. But hear me. Bring your uncertainties to me. Do not hide your struggles. Do not fear your own questions. I am not angered by your doubts, nor do I turn away from your searching heart. I long to guide you through them, to reveal my truth not in haste, but in the perfect season, when your heart is ready to receive it. Nothing you face is hidden from me. The wounds of your past, the trials of your present, the unseen challenges that await you in the days to come, I have beheld them all. And yet, my beloved, fear not. For before your troubles arise, I have already prepared the way through them. Before your heart breaks, I have already fashioned the comfort that will heal you. Before you stumble, my hand is already reaching to steady you. You are never abandoned, never forgotten, never beyond my reach. So, I implore you, see yourself as I see you. Let my love wash away the lies of shame and regret. Do not allow the voices of this world to define your worth, for they measure with scales that shift like the wind. In my eyes, you are not defined by your failures nor your fleeting successes. I define you by my love. I see not just who you are, but who you are becoming. I see the strength within you, the courage, the boundless potential waiting to bloom. Come then into my presence without fear. Do not shrink from my gaze, for in me there is no condemnation, only a love so vast, so unwavering that it calls you to rise, to flourish, to walk in the fullness of who you were always meant to be. Beloved, hear the voice that calls you from eternity. There is nothing hidden, nothing concealed in all creation that could ever alter the depths of my love for you. Let this truth sink into the marrow of your soul. Let it wrap around you like a cloak of light, for you are known, fully, intimately, beyond the veil of human understanding. And more than known, you are cherished, treasured beyond measure, cradled within the arms of an everlasting love that neither time nor trial can diminish. Lift your eyes, my child, and meet mine. In their depths, you will find what your heart has long hungered for, the tender empathy of the one who formed you in the secret place. Rest in this sacred nearness. Here, where all pretense is stripped away, let your fears dissolve like mist before the rising dawn. For when you truly behold how I see you, not with condemnation, not with fleeting approval, but with unwavering compassion, your soul will find its refuge, and the burdens that have pressed so heavily upon your spirit will lose their power. I see the weight that bends your shoulders, the silent sorrows that weave themselves into the fabric of your days. I hear the restless thoughts that visit you in the lonely hours, the unspoken questions that haunt the chambers of your mind when no one else is near. But know this, my beloved, I am not a distant whisper, not a fading comfort. I am here, unchanging, unmoving, the rock beneath your feet when all else trembles. In the depths of your uncertainty, hear my voice, soft as a breath yet steady as the heavens themselves. You are not alone. You have never been alone. Even the strongest grow weary, even the boldest falter. But do not despair, for I stand ready to lift you, to gather you into my embrace, to breathe new strength into your weary soul. When life demands more than you can give, lean into my sufficiency. When anxieties rise like a tempest, take refuge beneath the shelter of my peace. Though the storm may rage, I do not waver. I am the immovable, the unshakable, the fortress that will never crumble beneath you. There is no burden too heavy for me to bear with you, no grief so deep that my hand cannot reach. When disappointment breaks your spirit, when dreams slip through your grasp like sand upon the wind, do not believe for a moment that I have forgotten you. Have I not woven beauty from the very threads of brokenness? Have I not brought light to the darkest valleys? Recall the testimonies of those who stood at the precipice of despair, only to find my grace waiting for them in the 11th hour. Those were not mere coincidences, but echoes of my eternal faithfulness. And so I speak again. Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. These are not empty words. They are the heartbeat of my promise. They are the vow of the one who holds the stars and still bends low to wipe the tears from your eyes. Bring your worries to me. Lay them bare in the light of my presence. See how they shrink in the radiance of my love. For every fear confessed is a fear disarmed, and every doubt surrendered is a step toward the peace that anxiety seeks to steal. And I know, my child, that part of you hesitates. Perhaps you have seen others walk in breakthrough while your own heart still aches for relief. Perhaps you have wondered if my promises are for someone else, if my favor is reserved for the chosen few. But hear me now, you are the apple of my eye. There is no heartbreak I do not tend to, no sorrow too hidden for my touch, no wound too deep for my healing. I am not a God of distant affections, but of intimate, unrelenting love. Look back, my beloved. Remember. The job you feared losing, the relationship you thought beyond repair, the sickness that sought to steal your peace. Did I not sustain you? Did I not walk with you through the fire? Though my answers do not always take the shape you expect, my faithfulness never wavers. In every trial, I carve a path through the wilderness. In every sorrow, I pour out comfort beyond human reason. And so you ask, how do I overcome the fears that still whisper, the wounds that still ache? Ah, my precious child, come closer, listen well. You do not overcome by striving, you overcome by abiding. Rest in me, trust in me, take my hand, and I will lead you into peace that surpasses all understanding. For I am not merely your refuge in hardship, I am your joy, your song, your light in every season, and I will never, never let you go. Draw near, weary soul, and rest in the shelter of my word. Let each sacred verse be a stone in the fortress of your faith, a shield against the whisperings of despair. Drink deeply from the wellspring of my truth. for in its waters your spirit shall be renewed. Speak, not as one forsaken, but as one cherished beyond measure. Declare with boldness, my God has not abandoned me. His love is fierce, unyielding, and everlasting. I shall not fall, for his hand upholds me. I shall rise, for his breath fills my soul with life. Do not grow restless in the waiting, for overcoming is not the swift conquest of a single moment, but the sacred pilgrimage of many steps. Each tear you shed I gather, each sigh of surrender I hear. Your prayers, spoken or unspoken, weave together into a tapestry of triumph, and I am the weaver, threading light through the fabric of your days. Despise not the slow refining of your soul, for endurance is a jewel forged in the crucible of trial, and character is shaped beneath the master's hand. When the road becomes steep and the burden heavy, lean upon me as a lamb leans upon its shepherd. I will guide you to waters of rest, not as an escape from the tempest, but as a fount of strength from which you shall draw courage to face the storm. My comfort is not given to numb your wounds, but to embolden your spirit. It is not a refuge of retreat, but a sanctuary of renewal. In the shadow of my wings you will find the resilience to rise again, the unshakable confidence that every thread of your life is woven with purpose beneath my sovereign hand. Yet, my beloved, I beckon you now to turn your gaze inward. Let the hush of my presence settle upon your heart, like the dawn's first light, revealing the deeper chambers of your soul. There, in the quiet corners, lie burdens long carried, wounds left unattended, regrets whispered only in the solitude of night. Do not shrink from them. Bring them forth into the radiance of my love, for where my light shines, healing begins. Surrender, child, not as one defeated, but as one delivered. To entrust me with your broken pieces is not to admit loss, but to yield to the hands of the potter, who alone can make the shattered whole. I do not ask for perfection before I embrace you. I call you forth, scars and all, into my open arms. Look honestly at your wounds, at the moments where the weight of injustice pressed heavy upon you, at the guilt you have buried beneath the rhythm of your daily toil. Painful though it may be, such honesty is the gateway to grace, the threshold of a sacred encounter with my mercy. Bring before me your sins, your failures, your every regret. Lay them at my feet as an offering, for my grace is a river that never runs dry. When shame grips your heart and whispers that you are unworthy, remember this. I have known every chapter of your story, and still, I do not turn away. No, I draw closer. I lean in with longing to lift the burden from your weary soul, to silence the voice of condemnation that has chained you in darkness. Release your unworthiness into my hands, and believe my promise. Though your sins are like scarlet, I shall make them white as snow. You wonder perhaps if there are wounds too deep, past choices too marred, scars too unsightly for redemption. Oh, my beloved, there is no chapter I cannot rewrite into beauty, no sorrow I cannot transform into a song of hope. What once brought shame shall become the testimony that sets others free. Trust me, for I see beyond your present pain. I see the masterpiece I am shaping within you, the brilliance I have woven into the very fabric of your days. Lift your eyes, child. Let your mind rest upon the blessings I have already poured out, the prayers I have answered, the friendships that have sustained you, the glimpses of wonder that have taken your breath away. Let these be the stones of remembrance upon which your faith is anchored. My faithfulness is not a fleeting season, but an eternal covenant. And if I have been faithful before, will I not continue to be faithful now? Let gratitude rise from your lips like incense, driving out the shadows of doubt. Some burdens, I know, are too heavy to name, too painful to put into words. When your soul can do nothing but weep, when your tears fall in silence, know this. I read them as clearly as a psalm sung in the temple courts. You need not craft eloquent prayers to move my heart. Your very vulnerability is an offering more precious than gold. When you let down your walls and entrust me with your deepest wounds, you open the floodgates of my healing, and I shall pour out upon you a balm that no earthly sorrow can withstand. Come, my beloved, draw near. The hands that form the heavens are the same hands that cradle your fragile heart. I have called you by name, and you are mine. The story is not over. Redemption is unfolding even now. Trust in me, and I will turn your mourning into dancing, your ashes into a crown of beauty. Lay down the weight that bends your spirit low, for I, the keeper of your heart, call you to a place of rest. As you surrender, let not the shadows of bitterness and resentment take root within you, for they are as thorns in a garden, choking the tender blossoms of grace. Unforgiveness is a heavy chain, binding you to wounds long past. Yet behold, I place in your hands the key that sets you free. To forgive is not to forget the sorrow that has pierced you, nor is it to make light of injustice, but it is to entrust all things into my righteous hands. My justice is pure, my mercy unfathomable. Release, my beloved, release those who have wronged you, and in so doing, loosen the shackles that bind your own soul. For when you surrender the debts of others, you walk unburdened into the light of a new dawn, where peace flows like a river, and joy rises like the morning sun. Yet I see, too, the silent fears that lurk in the chambers of your heart. Fears that whisper lies in the quiet of the night. The fear of what is to come, the fear of failure, the fear that you are somehow unworthy of love. Oh, my precious one, do not let these shadows steal the radiance of hope that I've kindled within you. Lift your eyes, for I hold your days within my hands, and my thoughts toward you are filled with kindness, overflowing with mercy. Why do you tremble at the unknown when I have gone before you to prepare the way? Why do you clutch your fears so tightly when I stand ready to carry them, surrender them into my keeping, and watch how faith blossoms in their place? Do not let anxiety be the master of your days, nor let worry weave chains around your dreams. I walk before you as a pillar of fire in the darkness, and I stand behind you as a shield in the storm. You are not abandoned. You are not forgotten. You are mine. Surrender, then, is no mere act of relinquishment. It is the language of love. A love that confesses, I cannot bear this alone, and turns to the one who can. It is an offering of the soul, an invitation for me to take up residence in the depths of your being, reshaping your heart, renewing your mind, and lifting your weary gaze heavenward. When you let go of what you cannot control, you make room to receive what I long to pour into you. Peace beyond understanding, wholeness beyond healing, and a love that defies all fear. No longer shall guilt shackle you, nor regret haunt your steps. Instead, your heart shall become an empty vessel, ready to be filled with my presence, overflowing with the sweetness of communion with me. Come then, draw near to me, and in the silence of surrender, hear my whisper, I am with you. Lay down your burdens, your wounds, your unspoken longings, and know that I gather them all as a father gathers the tears of his child. In return, I promise you the steady anchor of my peace, the gentle embrace of my love, and the unbreakable assurance that I will never leave you nor forsake you. Let this be the moment of turning, the sacred threshold where you step from striving into resting, from fear into faith, from sorrow into song. You have walked with me through the valleys of your heart, pouring out your burdens and tasting my readiness to bear them. Now let me draw you even deeper, beyond the noise, beyond the distractions of the world, into the quiet sanctuary where my spirit dwells. Here in this holy place, walls crumble, striving ceases, and my presence meets you in the deepest chambers of your soul. Come not with an agenda, but with a yearning, to know me and to be known. For the world rushes, clamoring for your attention, dividing your heart into countless pieces. But within you, my beloved, is an eternal longing, a thirst that no earthly fountain can quench. The longing for me. When you recognize and honor this longing, you open the door to my nearness, and in that nearness the clamor of the world fades into a hush, and the anxieties that once held you captive dissolve like mist before the morning sun. You do not need to earn my favor with grand gestures, for you already dwell in my unshaken love. Be as a child, nestled in the arms of a loving father, resting not because the world is without trouble, but because trust has found its home in a love unshakable. Let your heart loosen its grip. Let your spirit yield its burdens, releasing every anxious thought into my capable hands. And when the night is long, when sleep flees from your eyes and your soul is heavy with cares, remember, I am near. Whisper your fears if you must. Sigh them if words fail. My presence is not bound to the moments of formal prayer, nor is my nearness measured by eloquent speech. I am in the breath you take, in the tears you shed, in the silent ache that only I can hear. In this sacred communion there is no need for pretense. Bring me your scars, your hidden wounds, your unspoken doubts. I see beyond the walls you have built, beyond the masks you have worn, and I long to meet you at the sacred crossroads of your humanity and my divinity. So come, my beloved. The weight you carry is not yours to bear alone. Surrender it into my hands and step into the rest your soul was made for. Here, in the stillness of my love, you will find the peace that has eluded you, the joy that has seemed distant, and the embrace of the one who has loved you with an everlasting love. There's a sacred path where the soul is unburdened, where the weary heart finds solace, where the deepest wounds are met not with judgment, but with a love so boundless that it wraps around every frailty like the dawn chasing away the remnants of night. This is the place where you are truly seen, where your trembling hands need not hide, where your voice need not falter in hesitation. For before me, you need no mask, no pretense. I do not ask for a polished version of you, nor do I require your strength to outweigh your weakness. I receive you as you are, with a love unshaken by your struggles, unwavering in the face of your imperfections. Imagine the tenderness of a friend who listens with unbroken attention, who cherishes every word you speak, who holds your joys and sorrows with the gentleness of one cradling a fragile flame. I am that friend, but infinitely more. I am the one who holds the very breath of your existence in my hands, the one who sees beyond the surface of your fears and dreams, the one who weaves beauty from the very threads of your suffering. When silence fills the space between us, do not mistake it for distance. The quiet moments of our communion are rich with my presence, though they may not come with thunderclaps or fire from the heavens. My voice often moves like the soft wind through the trees, gentle, persistent, full of life. A sudden wave of peace, an unexpected sense of comfort, a whisper of truth rising in your heart. These are my answers, my hand reaching for yours in the stillness. Be watchful, my beloved, for I speak in ways unseen, and my nearness is never measured by mere emotion, but by the certainty of my eternal love. Yet, as the seasons of the earth change, so too does the rhythm of intimacy with me. There are days when my presence shines upon you like the golden warmth of a summer morning, when your spirit soars upon the winds of joy and your heart sings in unbroken praise. But there will also be times when you wander through the hush of winter, when the air grows still and the heavens seem silent. Do not despair in these seasons. Just as the roots of a mighty tree stretch deep into the unseen earth, so too does your faith grow in the quiet, in the waiting. Even when you cannot perceive it, I am at work, shaping, refining, preparing the harvest of what is yet to come. Come closer, draw near, and let my word be your dwelling place. The scriptures are not mere ink upon a page, but the breath of eternity speaking life into your soul. Each promise is not a distant truth for another time, another people. It is for you, for this very moment. Read them not as ancient history, but as a love letter written upon the fabric of time itself, waiting to awaken your spirit with the melody of redemption. Let the psalms of weeping and rejoicing become your own prayers. Let the stories of deliverance remind you that my hand is never too short to save. Let the words of hope be a lantern in the valley. For even in your darkest hour, I am there leading you home. And when your heart is overwhelmed, let worship become the key that unlocks the door to my presence. Worship is more than song and melody. It is the laying down of burdens at my feet, the surrender of your deepest aches in exchange for my unshakable peace. When you lift your voice in adoration, whether in the sacred assembly of many or in the solitude of your hidden place, you align your soul with the song of heaven. Even the smallest whisper of gratitude in the midst of sorrow rises like incense before my throne, a fragrance that moves my heart. Worship shifts your gaze from the shadows of this world to the radiance of my kingdom, where no pain can linger, where love reigns unchallenged. Beloved, know this: to rest in me is not to dwell in idleness, but to anchor yourself in the truth of who I am. Here, in the hush of our communion, I strengthen you with a peace that defies understanding. Here, the weight of worry is lifted and fear loses its voice. Here you are reminded that you are not defined by your failures, nor bound by the mistakes of yesterday. You are mine, called, chosen, cherished beyond measure. And when you taste of my nearness, your soul will hunger for more. Do not resist this longing. It is the echo of eternity within you, a divine invitation to seek me. In the simple, the ordinary, the fleeting moments of your days. Come, my beloved, the door is open, the table set. Draw near without fear, without hesitation, for my heart delights in you far more than you could ever comprehend. Step into the vast wonder of my presence, and you will see my handiwork in all things, in the smallest wildflower pushing through stone, in the thunderous waves that bow before my command, in the stars that spin in harmony above you. You are not forgotten, not forsaken. You are woven into the very tapestry of my creation, a reflection of my own glory. So take my hand and walk upon the waters with me. Let faith be your anchor and love your compass. The storms may rise, the winds may howl, but my voice still speaks. Be still. And in that stillness you will know beyond all doubt that you are held, you are known, you are loved with a love that never ends. Before your eyes the mountains may stand unshaken, their peaks piercing the heavens as if they could never be moved. Yet I, the one who laid the very foundations of the earth, need only whisper, and they shall bow low before my command. Do not fear the vastness of the obstacles before you, for faith is the key that unlocks the impossible. When you trust in my power, more than you tremble at the size of your burdens, the heavens themselves make way for miracles. Even giants, mighty in their defiance, must crumble. Even the wilderness, barren and dry, will burst into bloom at my touch. Hold fast to my words, for I have declared from eternity past, nothing is impossible for your God. Let these truths take root within you, my beloved, for I have seen the chains that bind your soul. They may be forged from sorrow, woven from shame, or heavy with the weight of past failures. But behold, they are as nothing before me. Close your eyes and witness the fetters that once clung to your ankles melting like wax in the presence of my light. I, the master locksmith, hold the key that shatters every shackle. You are no longer bound to the sins and regrets of yesterday, No longer must you drag the weight of former things behind you like a prisoner of the past. Lift your head, for I call you into freedom. I have come to break the yoke that is pressed upon your shoulders, to set you free into the fullness of joy I have prepared for you since before time began. Look and see. My hands, scarred by love, reach out to wipe every tear from your eyes. Do you not know? Your pain is not forgotten. I have counted every sorrow, collected every tear in my book, for each is a testimony of your journey, a sacred marker of the depths through which you have walked. Yet though I have stored them, I have also spoken a promise, one that cannot be broken. I will turn your mourning into dancing. I will exchange your ashes for a crown of beauty, your despair for a garment of praise. Trust me with your grief, and watch as I weave it into a story of redemption greater than you could ever imagine. You, my beloved, are part of a tapestry that stretches beyond the stars, woven through time, thread by thread. Every moment of joy, every sigh of longing, every trial that has shaped you, they are not random, nor are they wasted. When your eyes see only tangled knots, I see a masterpiece in the making. For I am the master weaver, and my hand does not tremble as I shape the strands of your life into something breathtaking. Nothing is left unfinished in my design. What may seem to you as broken fragments are, in my hands, the very pieces that will form the most glorious work of art. Let these words settle deep in your spirit. They are not mere poetry, not empty embellishments, but the outpouring of my heart toward you. I am fierce in battle, unyielding in my love, and tender in my care. I am the Lord of angelic armies, yet I bend low to whisper your name. I command the storms, yet I cradle the wounded soul. When doubts press against your mind, when discouragement seeks to pull you into the shadows, recall these divine truths. You walk upon the waters by faith, upheld by my hand. You wear a mantle of my love, a royal garment that no enemy can strip away. You wield the sword of truth, and at my word, the mountains tremble and bow. Remember the chains that have fallen from you. Remember the hands that have wiped your tears. Let these images anchor you, grounding you in my steadfast promises. You do not walk alone, neither in battle nor in victory, neither in suffering nor in rejoicing. I am with you always. And even now, my child, I draw you closer to the riches of my love, treasures beyond measure, flowing from my boundless heart into yours. Do you feel it? That stirring deep within, the longing for transformation, the ache for change that is real and lasting. I know it well. You have wrestled with patterns that seem unbreakable, habits that cling like shadows, fears that whisper their lies into the night. But hear me now. I'm the God who sees beyond the walls you believe cannot be broken. Where you see only dead ends, I see the road unfolding before you. Where you perceive only barrenness, I'm already calling forth life. Have you not known? Have you not heard? I'm the one who makes rivers flow in the desert, who causes dry bones to rise again. Just as a seed lies hidden beneath the earth, silent and unseen, so too does the work of transformation begin in the depths, where no eye perceives. Do not grow weary when change seems slow. Do not lose heart when you cannot yet see the blossoms of my promise. For I am at work beneath the surface, tending to the roots of your soul, watering them with my spirit, preparing them to break forth in beauty. The dawn of your renewal is near. Hold fast to me, and in due time you shall rise, radiant in the light of my unfailing love. Beloved, do not let your heart grow weary when the path stretches long before you, when the heavens seem silent, and my promises feel distant. Have you not heard? Have you not known? Every whispered prayer, every silent tear shed in the secret place, every trembling act of obedience is not forgotten. It is a sacred seed sown into eternity. And though the fields may seem barren, though the harvest delays, know this: I am the Lord of the seasons, the keeper of time itself. What I have spoken shall come to pass, not a moment too soon, not a moment too late, but in the appointed hour, when the fruit is ripe, when your soul is ready to carry the weight of my goodness. O child of my heart, do you think that your brokenness is beyond repair? That your failures have written the final chapter of your story? Behold, I am he who restores the shattered and gathers what has been scattered. No dream is beyond redemption. No calling too distant to be rekindled. No road so lost that I cannot make a way through the wilderness. When you see only ashes, I see the embers of a fire yet to burn bright. When doors have closed before you, do you not know that I hold the keys? That which the world has called forsaken, I call mine. That which seems ruined in your eyes is but the raw material for a masterpiece in mine. Your wounds shall not be wasted. They will be the ink with which I write my mercy upon your life. The deep sorrows you have carried shall one day be the wellsprings from which others draw comfort. You have sought after blessings, thinking them mere provisions of wealth, of success, of earthly abundance, Radah. But my richest gifts are not bound to such fleeting things. What good is gold without peace? What is plenty without purpose? My blessings descend like the morning dew, gentle, quiet, yet life-giving. I give you joy that blooms in sorrow, peace that stands unshaken in the midst of the storm, a wholeness that no earthly treasure can rival. Do you not see? When you surrender your heart into my keeping, I take your burdens and clothe you in garments of praise. I exchange your mourning for gladness, your striving for rest, your restless hunger for the fullness of my sufficiency. These blessings do not merely touch you, they flow through you. You are not a reservoir meant to hoard, but a river through which my mercy must run. What I pour into your hands is not for you alone, but for the widow, the orphan, the broken-hearted, the lost. When I bless you, I bless through you, so that the fragrance of my goodness might reach the ends of the earth. But understand this: to bring forth the beauty I desire in you, I must sometimes cut away that which stifles your growth. There will be pruning, a refining fire, a stretching beyond your comfort. Do not mistake this for wrath. No, beloved, this is the touch of the vine dresser, the hand of the one who sees what you shall be, not merely what you are. I do not prune to wound, but to strengthen. I do not remove, to punish, but to prepare. The branch that remains untouched may wither, but the one pruned by my hand shall flourish, bearing fruit in due season. Trust me in the cutting, for I do nothing without purpose. What I take in love. What I give in abundance. And now, my child, hear me well. Within you I have planted dreams, visions woven from the fabric of my will. Perhaps time has buried them beneath disappointment, fear, or the whispers of a world that calls them impossible. But I am the God who calls forth life from the grave, who commands the barren places to sing. Unearth those dreams once more, not with trembling hands, but with boldness, with faith. Lay them at my feet, and watch as I breathe upon them, opening doors you thought closed, making ways where none existed. My purpose for you is not lost. It is waiting. Dare to believe again, for I am both the author and the finisher, the one who plants and the one who brings to harvest. So walk forward, not in fear, but in faith. Lift your eyes, for your redemption draws near. The night is passing, and behold, the dawn is breaking. Beloved, do you not know? Have you not seen? I am the keeper of your days, the weaver of your destiny, the one who holds the quill that writes your story in the ink of eternity. Each morning, the heavens are painted anew, not by chance, but by the brush of my sovereign hand. With every dawn I unfold before you a path yet unseen, a road paved with mercies waiting to be discovered. You see but a single step, trembling in the mystery of what lies beyond, yet I behold the masterpiece in its fullness, the beginning and the end, the valleys and the mountaintops, the sorrow and the song. Do not fear the unknown, for I am already there, delighting in the journey with you, rejoicing in your triumphs, and sheltering you when the winds of trial howl against your soul. Not a single moment of your life is wasted, not one tear falls unnoticed, nor does any whispered prayer fade into the void. I am the author who neither forgets nor forsakes, the potter who crafts with purpose even the broken fragments of your past. Let this truth take root in the soil of your heart. You are not abandoned, nor is your existence a mere breath upon the wind. My words over you are steadfast, sealed by the eternal decree of my love. My grace is your sufficiency, my timing, the compass that never falters. Trust then in the cadence of my will, and walk boldly into the days I have set before you. Whether you stand upon the precipice of breakthrough or wander through the valley of unanswered questions, know this: my blessings are not distant dreams, but living realities, waiting to be poured out upon you in measure far beyond your imagining. Come closer now. Hush the noise of the world and listen. Can you hear the quiet murmur of your own soul? The questions that rise like mist at dawn, the fears that press against your chest in the silence of the night? You wonder, why, Lord? Why did this happen? Where were you when I needed you most? Do not bury these cries beneath guilt or shame. Bring them to me, unguarded and unfiltered. I do not turn away from your uncertainties, nor am I angered by your doubts. I welcome them, for I am the God who desires communion, the shepherd who walks beside his own even through the shadowed valleys. Let me meet you in your wrestlings. Let me take the burdens that weigh upon you, and in their place, let me bestow upon you a peace that no storm can steal. Perhaps you fear the sting of failure, believing your weaknesses will overshadow the gifts I have placed within you. But hear me now. I chose you with intention, knowing every flaw, yet captivated by the beauty of the soul I formed. Your failures do not disqualify you from my purpose. Rather, they become the canvas upon which my grace is displayed in brilliance. When you stumble, I do not discard you. I lift you, restore you, and shape you anew. You are not the sum of your mistakes. You are my beloved, sculpted by hands that refuse to let you go. Do you tremble at the uncertainty of tomorrow? The world shifts like sand. Economies rise and fall. Friendships fade. Health falters. But I remain unmoved. I am the rock beneath your feet, the anchor that holds fast in every storm. Why do you fear the future? Is it because you doubt my provision? Or do you question your own endurance? Bring these fears into the light of my presence, and I will teach you the way of peace. Look behind you. Has my faithfulness ever failed you? Then why would I forsake you now? If I have carried you through yesterday, will I not uphold you in all your tomorrows? And what of the wounds you still bear? The scars of betrayal, the echoes of sorrow that have not yet faded? I see them, child. I know when they were inflicted. I felt your pain as if it were my own. Do you not know that I grieve with you? And yet, do you also believe that I can redeem even this, that from the ashes of your suffering, I can bring forth beauty? Ask your questions, unafraid. Why did I have to endure this? How can good arise from such brokenness? Lay them before me, and I will show you how I have woven even the darkness into a greater purpose, crafting within you a depth, a wisdom, a compassion that will become a beacon to others. Your scars need not be marks of shame, but of survival, of victory, of grace triumphant. Perhaps you wonder if you are enough. If, despite all you have done, you could still be loved by one as holy as I. Let my words silence your doubts. I loved you before you ever took your first breath, before you could earn or lose. My favor, my heart was already set upon you. My affection does not waver with your successes or failures. It is rooted not in what you do, but in who I am. Let your soul rest in this truth. You are chosen, wanted, treasured beyond measure. But know this is not merely a monologue of my love for you. It is an invitation, a sacred dialogue. Do not only pour out your heart before me, listen for my voice in return. Turn down the noise, step away from the ceaseless striving, and seek the quiet places where I speak. My voice may not come in the thunder upon the mountaintop, but in the stillness, in the whisper, in the gentle stirring within your spirit. I may answer through the words of a friend, through the beauty of creation, through the verses of Scripture that echo deep in your heart. Be patient, beloved. If the answers do not come at once, do not be discouraged. I am always working, always moving, even when you cannot yet perceive it. So walk forward, unafraid. Lift your eyes to the heavens and know, I am with you, yesterday, today, and forevermore. Beloved, hear the whispers of eternity that I weave into the fabric of your waiting. I am not a distant sovereign, unmoved by your cries. I gather each tear like a radiant pearl, stringing them into a necklace of remembrance, treasuring the sound of your longing as a song that echoes through the courts of heaven. My child, do not let silence deceive you. I'm always working, orchestrating the unseen, weaving together the tapestry of your destiny with a wisdom that spans beyond the horizons of time. Trust the waiting, for it is not void, but a sacred space where faith is refined, where the soil of your heart is prepared to receive the abundance of my perfect answer. Lay before me the weight of your uncertainty, the burdens of your restless mind. There is no thought too entangled for my wisdom, no anguish too deep for my compassion. I see the labyrinth of your heart, its secret chambers, its unspoken prayers, its cries that never found words. Nothing is hidden from me. I am the God who understands the nuances of your soul. Let your doubts not be walls that shut me out, but offerings placed at my feet, an act of trust declaring that I am mighty enough to hold them. Release the need to unravel every mystery on your own. Surrender your striving, and let me be the one who carries the weight you were never meant to bear. I long to whisper peace over the storms within you, to anchor you in the unshakable certainty of my love, to lead you beside still waters where your soul can breathe again. Walk with me in steadfast devotion, for the road before you is rich with revelation. I am not a silent God. I am a wellspring of counsel, a voice that speaks in the stillness, a guiding hand that leads you beyond the snares of this fleeting world. Do not be lulled into complacency, my beloved, for though you have tasted the sweetness of my presence, the world around you brims with distractions, with whispers that seek to draw you away from the abundance I desire for you. This is not a warning meant to stir fear, but an invitation to vigilance, a call to walk with open eyes and a discerning heart. For the adversary, subtle as the shifting winds, seeks to plant seeds of doubt, discord, and despair in the fertile soil of your thoughts. Be on guard against the creeping shadows of negativity, those quiet, insidious voices that whisper hopelessness, cynicism, or complaint. Left unchecked, they take root, strangling the joy I have sown within you. But you are not powerless, my beloved. A single spark of gratitude can drive out the darkness of complaint, and a moment of prayer can realign your very soul. Guard also the words that pass your lips, for they carry the weight of life and death. Your tongue was not crafted to wound, but to heal, not to sow discord, but to build up. Beware the subtle snare of careless speech, of gossip disguised as idle conversation, for words have power far beyond their fleeting breath. Even a whispered slander can leave a wound unseen, an echo that lingers long after the speaker has forgotten. My heart grieves for those who use words as weapons rather than vessels of love. Let your speech be seasoned with grace, a balm to the weary, a light to those who stumble in the dark. Beware, too, the slow poison of bitterness, that silent thief that turns wounds into chains. Yes, my beloved, I know the sting of betrayal, the ache of wounds unjustly inflicted, the sorrow of love unreturned. Yet bitterness does not heal. It festers, it corrodes, it distorts your very vision of life. Bring it to me. Let me cleanse the wound. Let me pour the oil of my mercy upon your soul. Forgiveness is not forgetting, nor is it pretending the pain never existed. It is the sacred act of breaking free, of loosing the chains that would bind your heart in endless torment. In my presence, you are not called to endure your suffering alone. I am the one who binds up the brokenhearted, the one who turns ashes into beauty, mourning into joy. Trust me with your wounds, and you will find healing beyond your imagining. And my beloved, do not be deceived by the glimmering mirage of temptation. It comes in many forms, wrapped in the guise of fleeting pleasure, promising a shortcut to fulfillment, an escape from pain, a satisfaction that does not last. The world will offer you indulgences that soothe for a moment but steal from eternity. I have seen the tempter's craft. I have withstood his whispered lies, and so will you, if you anchor yourself in my truth. When you are weak, call upon me. I do not look upon your struggles with condemnation, but with compassion. I am not the accuser. I am the deliverer, the one who provides a way of escape, the one who arms you with strength for the battle. Be mindful of the company you keep, for the voices that surround you will shape the path beneath your feet. I do not call you to retreat from the world, for you are my light within it. A city on a hill, a beacon to the lost. Yet wisdom must guard your steps. Not all who walk beside you seek my ways, and some will lead you into shadows you were never meant to enter. Love them, yes, but let your spirit remain steadfast, unmoved by voices that call you away from the narrow road. You are not alone on this journey. I walk beside you. I go before you, and my arms are always open to receive you when you falter. My beloved, fix your eyes on eternity. This world will pass away. Its temptations will fade, its sorrows will be swallowed up in the dawn of unending joy. You are mine, sealed with a love that death cannot conquer. So walk boldly. Walk with faith. Walk with the unshakable confidence that I am with you always. Let your heart be untroubled, your spirit unburdened, your soul aflame with the hope that no darkness can extinguish. For I am he who was and is to come. I am your refuge, your portion, your everlasting peace. My beloved, there will come moments when the path I have set before you will demand distance, sacred boundaries, and a realignment of your heart's affections. Do not entangle yourself too deeply with those who drain your spirit or lead your steps into shadowed places. Instead, seek the fellowship of those who stir your soul toward righteousness, those whose presence ignites within you a hunger for love, for goodness, for deeper devotion to me. To surround yourself with the godly is to plant your roots in the fertile soil of wisdom. Their words will water your faith, their prayers will uphold you, and their steadfast love will shield you when the winds of trial rage. But beware, my child, of the slow descent into spiritual complacency. It is easy, so easy, to rest upon the mountaintop of past victories, to cling to yesterday's manna as though it will sustain you in tomorrow's battle. Yet your soul was not fashioned for stagnation. It was made for the ongoing, living, breathing communion with me. A fire untended will fade to embers, and a heart unguarded will be lulled to sleep by the whispers of the enemy. Feed your spirit, my beloved, daily intentionally, with prayer that ascends like incense, with worship that rends the heavens, with a longing that reaches for the eternal. Do not let the revelations of old grow stale, like forgotten bread. Come to me anew with each dawn, and I shall pour forth fresh waters, renewing your soul with the depths of my wisdom and the sweetness of my presence. Watch over your heart with all diligence, for it is the wellspring of your being. Guard your eyes, your ears, your mind. These are the gates through which light and darkness enter. The words you listen to, the images you behold, the company you keep, each leaves an imprint upon your soul. Ask of my spirit the gift of discernment, that you may recognize when to turn away, when to close the door against that which pollutes and dims your sensitivity to my voice. Yet know this, a guarded heart is not a fearful heart. Rather, it is one kept pure, set apart, ready to receive my love in full measure. For vigilance is not mere watchfulness, it is love in action. Love for me, love for yourself, and love for those I have placed around you. Each moment you choose the light over the shadows, you proclaim my name, you bear witness to my grace, and you bring hope into a world that so desperately longs for it. Do not grow weary in the watch, my child. The night may be long, the battle unrelenting, the weariness heavy upon your shoulders, but you do not stand alone. My spirit is near, ever ready to empower, to uphold, to breathe strength into your weakness. Anchor yourself in my truth. Stand arm in arm with those who walk this path of faith beside you. Through vigilance and trust, you will safeguard the beauty I have sown within your heart, allowing it to blossom into the fullness of its intended splendor. But there's more, beloved. There's another treasure I long to unfold before you, the wonder of beholding me. Have you forgotten the awe of my presence, the trembling delight of knowing that I, the Ancient of Days, the one who called forth light from the void, have chosen to walk with you? Wonder is not the naivety of a child. It is the heart's rightful posture before majesty. It is the soul's song when it glimpses my fingerprints in the fabric of creation. Consider the dawn as it shatters the hold of night, the steadfast rhythm of my faithfulness painted upon the sky, the wind stirring through the trees, the hush of falling snow, the fragrance of flowers awakening after the long hush of winter. All these are whispers of my artistry, reflections of my love. Yet how often does the clamor of life dull your sight? How easily do the mundane rhythms of the day drown out the symphony of my handiwork? You rush, you labor, you press forward, scarcely pausing to drink in the marvels I place before you. Even the sacred miracle of your own existence, the very breath within your lungs, is a gift too easily overlooked. Oh, my beloved, do not let the pace of life steal from you the precious gift of wonder. Lift your eyes, let gratitude rekindle your sight. See me in the golden glow of morning, in the laughter of a friend, in the kindness of a stranger, in the dance of moonlight upon quiet waters. In these small yet sacred moments, your spirit will become more attuned to my voice, more alive to my presence. For I am not distant. I am not a god who weaves galaxies and yet forgets the ones who bear my name. No, I am both exalted and near, the one who holds the stars in my hands, yet calls you my own. My beloved, let your soul tremble with joy at this mystery, that the Almighty walks with you, speaks to you, loves you beyond the bounds of time. Come, pause with me. Stand still in the quiet places of your heart. Let the weight of my love settle upon you like the hush of a holy moment. And know this, no eye has seen, no ear has heard, no mind has conceived the fullness of what I have prepared for you. But step forward in faith, and I shall reveal it to you, piece by wondrous piece. Yet, my beloved, do you not see? My heart is ever inclined toward you, watching over the smallest stirrings of your soul, attending with infinite care to the whispered sighs of your spirit. I am the one who reigns in majesty, whose throne is robed in unapproachable light, and yet I stoop low to embrace you, to gather you as a shepherd gathers his lambs. My love is both a consuming fire and the gentle whisper upon the wind, the king's decree and the tender touch of a father's hand. I am he who holds the cosmos in my palm, and yet I trace the lines upon your face, count every tear that falls, and hear even the unspoken longing that lingers in your heart. Oh, my child, when you lift your eyes in wonder, when the weight of pride dissolves and humility floods your soul, then you will feel the closeness of my presence. In the hush of holy awe, my voice becomes clearer, my nearness undeniable. Seek these moments, drink deeply from the wellspring of reverence, and let it refresh the depths of your devotion. Let it birth a gratitude that overflows and a faith that stands unshaken. Embrace wonder as a child stands beneath a vast star-strewn sky, breathless and wide-eyed before the grandeur of eternity. In this holy amazement, you will find joy reborn, strength renewed, and confidence unshakable. For the God who set the heavens in motion is the same who holds you, not distantly but dearly, as his own beloved. Have I not walked beside you? Have I not whispered my love into the quiet chambers of your soul? Through the pages of comfort, the soft touch of correction, the steadfastness of my promises, I have drawn you ever deeper into the boundless embrace of my heart. My words have been your shelter, my presence your refuge. I have covered you in a love more radiant than the dawn, invited you to lay down your burdens at my feet, and called you to trust me, not only in the grand, sweeping moments of your life, but in the smallest, most ordinary of days. Nothing escapes my sight. Nothing is beyond my care. And now, as this letter finds its closing, know this with certainty: you are never alone. You are forever held, forever cherished. Your future gleams with a light that cannot be dimmed, for it is guarded under my watchful care. Look back, my child. See how I've guided you. Recall the moment you stepped into my embrace, the warmth of being fully known and utterly adored. My eyes have never wavered from you. My heart has never ceased to beat with love for you. When you were weary, I lifted your spirit. When your burdens grew heavy, I invited you into my rest. I have called you to surrender, to release the wounds of the past into my hands, and to walk in freedom. Oh, my beloved, do you see? I have woven a tapestry of redemption over your life. Every thread, whether sorrowful or joyful, whether born of trials or triumphs, has been held by my hands and woven with purpose. I have spoken over you words of transformation, promises of restoration, blessings that extend beyond what you can fathom. I have engaged your soul in sacred dialogue, answered the questions you dared not voice, calmed the fears that lurked in the quiet corners of your heart. And I have cautioned you, oh how I have cautioned you, to guard the treasure I have placed within you, to remain steadfast, to hold fast to the truth that anchors your soul. For my love is the melody that weaves through every moment of your life. It is the foundation beneath your feet, the strength that sustains you, the banner of victory that flies over you. Even when doubts creep in, even when storms rise and shadows press close, my love does not falter. It is unwavering, eternal, fierce as the dawn breaking upon the darkened earth. It is the light that scatters the night, the song that calls you home. Through every valley and every mountaintop, through trials and celebrations alike, I remain beside you, your ever-faithful companion, rejoicing in your laughter and cradling you in sorrow. So rise, my beloved. Let hope surge within you like the morning sun. This is not the denial of struggle, but the certainty that I am greater than all things. Hope sees beyond the veil of present afflictions, past the shadows of despair, into the radiant horizon of my unfailing promises. When weariness overtakes you, remember, I've overcome the world. When anxiety seeks to drown you, let my spirit whisper peace into the chaos. When the journey grows long, recall the testimonies of those who have gone before you, those who have clung to my faithfulness in the darkest night, and emerged, strengthened and unshaken, on the other side. Seek me, my child. Seek me not only in grand revelations, but in the hush of the morning stillness, in the laughter that fills your home, in the quiet moments of solitude. Pause amid the noise of the world and simply breathe my name. I am there. I am always there. Tune your heart to the whispers of my love, for I often speak in the softest of ways, in the gentle moments that require listening ears and an attentive soul. You will find that I am never distant, but ever near, ever eager to commune with you in the sacred rhythm of your everyday life. And do not journey alone. My body, my church, is a dwelling place of strength, a refuge where burdens are shared, where faith is nurtured. Walk in unity, in humility, in love. Let your heart be quick to forgive, your hands ready to serve, your spirit eager to uplift those around you. In the bonds of my people, you will find a wellspring of encouragement, a fellowship that stirs the embers of devotion into a blazing fire. For no one was meant to walk this path in isolation. Love deeply, and in doing so, reflect my love to a world that thirsts for it. And now, my beloved, as you step forward from this sacred place of communion, do so with confidence. You are mine, redeemed, cherished beyond measure. Your purpose is vast, stretching beyond what your mind can comprehend. I have clothed you in wisdom for every question, in comfort for every sorrow. My blessings surround you, both in the fleeting moments of this life and in the eternity to come. Nothing, no trial, no force of darkness, no failure can separate you from my love. Close your eyes for but a moment. Feel my hand resting gently upon your head in blessing. Sense the warmth of my smile as I whisper over your life. You are mine, and I am yours. I will never leave you. I will never forsake you. Walk forward, my child, in the light of my truth, in the peace of my presence, and let your life shine as a beacon to the weary souls who wander in darkness. This is not a farewell, but a sending forth, a commissioning, armed with the truths we have shared, the forgiveness you have embraced, and the hope that now burns within you. Go forth in boldness. Trust that my grace will meet every challenge, that my spirit will empower you to rise above every storm. Let each prayer, each act of love, each moment of surrender be an offering that glorifies me. My child, stand firm in the knowledge of who I have made you to be. This message may end, but our communion never shall. My words will echo in your heart. My spirit will be your constant guide. Remain open, attentive, yielded to my will, and ever ready to be wrapped in the boundless depths of my love. Remember always, I am for you. I delight in you, and I have secured for you a hope that cannot be shaken. Go now, covered in my love, commissioned by my authority, strengthened by my hand. My blessing rests upon you. Walk forth in radiance and let the world behold the beauty of a life transformed and sustained by my grace. I am with you, my child. You are never alone. You are mine. Beloved, welcome into the embrace of my light, the light that pierces through the darkest nights of your soul and scatters the storms of your fear. I am your Lord, your shepherd, your eternal healer, and I walk beside you with a love that never falters. Why should your heart tremble, dear one, when I, the Almighty, stand unshaken before you? There is no force in heaven or on earth that surpasses my strength, no shadow that can overcome the brilliance of my power. Come, Lay down the burdens of fear and the chains of doubt stirred by the voices of the world, be it the judgments of others or the fleeting threats of circumstance. For I, your God, am the author of all things, and my word reigns eternal. I am the eternal judge, whose voice commands the heavens, the earth, and all the stars that dance in the boundless firmament. My beloved, do you not see? I possess the power to lift you from the depths of despair, to draw you into the sanctuary of my unyielding love. My strength is an endless wellspring, flowing freely for you, my chosen one. You are set apart, cloaked in the radiance of my love, surrounded by the miracles of my hand. Others may look upon you with scorn, yet they cannot comprehend the wonders I am working in your life. Look not to their gaze, but to mine, for my hand is upon you, blessing you in ways their hearts cannot fathom. Fix your eyes upon me. Lean into the embrace of my love. I am your provider, your redeemer, your sustainer. Even now I am pouring out blessings to renew your spirit, to embolden your heart, to strengthen your resolve. Arise, my child, and let go of the doubts that cloud your mind. Let my truth cut through the fog of uncertainty. When trials come, do not see them as the end, but as the canvas upon which my glory is painted. Every battle will refine you, and every struggle will unveil my power within you. Do not let fear take root, for I am the one who lifts you from the pit of discouragement, who raises you from the ashes of defeat. No mistake, no failing, no misstep can mark the end of the story I am writing for you. My plans for you are overflowing with grace, purpose, and boundless love. Imagine the day when you will stand before me, surrounded by the multitudes of heaven, their faces radiant with joy, their voices lifted in praise for the faithfulness you have shown. On that day, my beloved, I will crown you with glory, a reward for your steadfast devotion. Know this, your labors are not in vain. A future brighter than your greatest dreams awaits you, a place of eternal joy, where every tear is wiped away, and the fullness of my love is revealed. I have prepared an everlasting reward for those who trust in me and walk by faith, holding fast to my word. You are embarking upon a supernatural journey, a path where my blessings will unfold before your very eyes. I will guard you as a precious treasure. My light will guide your steps, illuminating even the shadowed valleys. The miracles you have longed for, the prayers whispered from the depths of your soul, I hear them, beloved. I will work wonders in your family. I will extend mercy to you and establish my peace within your home. Listen to my voice and obey my call, for blessings beyond measure will be yours. Surrender your heart fully to me, and my presence will encompass you like an eternal flame. I will fill your life with divine wisdom, a wisdom that uplifts, strengthens, and empowers. Do not seek treasures that tarnish or riches that fade. I bless you with the eternal, a harmony that cannot be broken, a joy that endures through every trial, and health that is rooted in my love. Blessed are those who trust in me, for they shall never be put to shame. Those who place their lives in my hands are my beloved, and for them I have woven a tapestry of hope and prosperity. Even if the mountains crumble and the seas roar, you will remain steadfast, held close to my heart. Fear not the storms that rage around you, for my angels stand watch encircling you as a shield. My justice is perfect, my mercy is boundless, and my forgiveness is yours, freely given, unearned but unwavering. Trust in me, for I am the God of your salvation, the author of your hope, and the keeper of your soul. I am with you, beloved, now and forevermore. Behold, my beloved, no matter how far you have wandered, no matter how heavy the burden of sin that weighs upon your soul, know this eternal truth. My arms are always open to you. Like the first light of dawn chasing away the shadows of night, so too is my love for you, a love that will never fail nor falter. Every sunrise and every sunset bears witness to my beauty and my glory, painting the heavens with hues that reflect my boundless grace. I am in all things, and I desire for you to see my hand at work in every moment of your life. Trust in me, my precious child, and walk in the path I have laid before you. Seek justice, live with kindness, and let compassion flow from your heart like a river of life. I am with you step by step through the winding roads and the uncharted paths, no matter how treacherous they may seem. When the storms of life rage around you, I am your shelter. When the weight of despair threatens to overcome you, I am your strength. I give you grace in abundance and love that knows no bounds. In me you will find wisdom that guides, joy that uplifts, and peace that surpasses understanding. Everything you need to triumph over the trials before you. No dream is too grand for my hand, no goal too distant for my reach. Though the journey may be fraught with challenges, trust in my perfect plan. I will renew your spirit and grant you the strength to persevere, to press forward with courage until you receive the reward that I have prepared for you. You are more precious to me than the stars in the heavens, more cherished than you could ever comprehend. My love for you is eternal, unshaken by your failings, and I will never abandon you. I am here, always, to comfort you, to guide you, and to remind you of this everlasting truth. You are mine forever. Oh, my beloved, let me speak to the depths of your heart. Feel the weight of my presence, the warmth of my love that surrounds you even now. I see the burdens you have carried, the storms that have tested your soul. But hear my words, my dear one. I am with you, and I am for you. My desire is to grant you peace that transcends all understanding, joy that cannot be shaken by the troubles of this world. Open your heart to me and receive the abundance of my love. I know the struggles you face, the wounds that have lingered far too long. Today, I invite you to step out of the shadows of despair and into the radiant light of my glory. Let my love heal you, body, mind, and spirit. Trust in me, for I have come to wipe away your tears and to bring you true freedom. Imagine the rain of my blessings falling upon you, soaking every corner of your life with grace and goodness. Even in the midst of trials, I desire for you to experience a day filled with unexpected joy, a day where my peace envelops you like a warm embrace. Lean into my words, for they are life and hope. They will renew your weary soul and bring clarity to your troubled mind. My voice whispers comfort into the depths of your being, wrapping you in an embrace that dispels the fears and doubts you have carried for far too long. My words are like the gentle touch of a loving father, tenderly reassuring his beloved child. I long for you to feel unburdened, light, and free from sadness, confusion, and the weight of illness. In my presence you will find serenity, calm, and joy overflowing like a fountain. Hold tightly to my love, even when the world seeks to shake the foundation of your faith. When all seems impossible, remember that I am greater than any obstacle. I am the one who upholds you, the one who has already overcome the powers of darkness on your behalf. Today, I am calling you out of the shadows of anxiety, out of the cycles of fear and doubt. My grace is upon you, and it shines so brightly that those around you cannot help but see it. They will witness the transformation within you, a living testimony to my goodness and the reality of my presence. I am here, beloved, to calm the storm within you and to anchor your soul in my promises. My promises are unshakable, the firm foundation upon which you can build your hope. Every wound you carry, whether of the body, the heart, or the spirit, I will heal. Every chain that binds you, every battle that has drained you, I will break. I am here to lift you up, to help you rise again. My love for you is unending, my presence unfailing, and my purpose for you is more glorious than you can imagine. Come to me and find rest for your soul, for I am Jesus, your closest friend, now and forevermore. In the vast expanse of eternity, where every star is called by name and every grain of sand is known, my love for you burns with an unquenchable fire. It is relentless, a love that neither falters nor fades. I will never abandon you, not today, not tomorrow, not for all the days to come. Though you may wander, though you may flee, my love will pursue you to the ends of the earth, crossing every mountain and valley to reach your heart. With patient hands, I wait, arms outstretched, ready to gather you close and whisper peace to your soul. Come, let me lift you from the mire of your weariness. Let me mend the wounds you carry, seen and unseen. Allow me to be your refuge, a sanctuary where no storm can touch you. Even today, I will place before you a sign, a tender reminder that I am with you, that I see you, that I care for you more deeply than words can convey. You are no mere face in a sea of faces. You are cherished, a masterpiece fashioned with infinite care, unlike any other. Soon, you will behold with your own eyes the transformation that I am bringing into your life, a work so wondrous that only I could accomplish it. Every loss you have endured, every sorrow that has pierced your heart, will be redeemed. I will restore to you joy beyond measure, peace that surpasses understanding, and blessings in abundance. What was stolen from you will be returned 100-fold, and your heart will overflow with gladness. Come to me today. Meet with me in prayer. Lay bare your burdens, your fears, your dreams, and all that weighs upon your soul. I am here, listening with a heart full of compassion, ready to act on your behalf. Trust in me, for I am your healer, your provider, your protector. Release the anxiety that binds you, the fear that clouds your vision. Let my love fill every hollow space within you, every crevice left by pain or doubt. Behold, I am making all things new. You are my beloved, the treasure of my heart, and I will care for you all the days of your life. Even in your moments of doubt and weariness, know this: you are never a burden to me. Lay down the guilt you carry. It was never meant to be yours. When you stand on the brink of exhaustion, uncertain and overwhelmed, remember this truth: my love for you is steadfast, unshakable, eternal. My heart has never turned away from you, not in your struggles, not in your fears, not even in your despair. I gave my life for you, and my resurrection was not merely an event in history. It was a proclamation of hope, a promise of unending strength. Lean into that strength, for it is yours. I am working in your life even now in ways unseen, paving a path through the wilderness. Do not fear the trials before you, for I have equipped you with every tool, every ounce of courage, to walk boldly into the unknown. You are not here by chance. Every chapter of your story, every hardship, every triumph, has been woven into the tapestry of your life with purpose. I see you. I delight in you. Your resilience is a song to my ears, your courage a light in the darkness. You are brave, more so than you can comprehend, and I take great joy in watching you rise. Remember the storms that once loomed so large? They are behind you now, and still you stand. I have walked with you through every shadowed valley, carrying you when your strength failed. You are my champion, my chosen one, and great things lie ahead for you. No chain of lethargy or doubt will hold you. You will rise, clothed in purpose, diligent and compassionate. Through you, others will glimpse the radiance of my love. You are a beacon, a reflection of my heart, drawing many to the hope that only I can give. I will continue to open doors before you, doors no one can shut. I am your shepherd, guiding you to still waters, your friend who knows you more intimately than you know yourself. There is no depth too deep, no height too high, no barrier too great to separate you from my love. Take courage, for these words are spoken from my throne, carried by the breath of eternity to touch your soul. My love for you is boundless, steadfast, and eternal. I was with you yesterday, I am with you today, and I will remain with you forevermore. Beloved, lift your eyes. The prayers of your heart are heard, and the answers are nearer than you imagine. In the fullness of my timing, you will see my hand at work, and you will know that I have been orchestrating every detail for your good. Great blessings lie just beyond the horizon, waiting to unfold. Trust in me, for I am the author of your story, the lifter of your head, the lover of your soul. You are mine, now and forever. Behold, my beloved, more wondrous and marvelous than you can fathom is the glory that surrounds you. Do not let fear take hold of your heart, for I have already sent forth your help. From the heavens comes your deliverance, swift and unstoppable, for no power in existence can hinder what I have decreed. Though storms may rise around you and adversaries may seem without number, take heart and know this truth. You are encircled by my angels, and my glory shall be your impenetrable shield. Let not the poison of bitterness seep into your soul. Instead, let the rivers of forgiveness flow freely from your heart, as freely as I have pardoned you. Yes, there will be those who wound you, those who misunderstand and turn away, but remember, your true struggle is not with them. The battle is waged in unseen realms, where forces of darkness seek to steal your joy and extinguish the divine light I have placed within you. Yet you are not left defenseless. Your strength does not spring from mortal wells, but from me, your eternal source. Day by day I pour my power into you, equipping you for every good work I have called you to fulfill. Hear my voice, beloved, as I call to you in this moment. The times are urgent, the spiritual warfare fierce, and I summon you to rise, clothed in the armor of righteousness and surrounded by my heavenly hosts. At the break of dawn, bow before me in prayer, and let your heart be captivated by the radiance of my presence. The age is shifting, the final hour draws near, but I say to you, do not tremble. Prepare your soul instead. Gather your loved ones, unite your hearts in fervent prayer, and let your voices rise to the heavens like sweet incense. Your praise has great power. It shakes the very foundations of the enemy's strongholds and draws forth my presence with mighty force. Surrender your life fully to my spirit, and I will make you strong. I will grant you self-control, cast out every shadow of fear, and fill your heart with peace beyond understanding. The enemy prowls like a roaring lion, scheming and deceiving, but never forget this. He is not all-powerful nor all-seeing, and he cannot discern the depths of your heart as I can. Though he rages at the sight of your flourishing, he cannot thwart the plans I have ordained for you. Fear not, for under the shadow of my omnipotence you find refuge. My grace is your shield, and my power surrounds you like an unshakable fortress. I will never leave your side, for you are mine, cherished and secure in the grasp of my love. Stand firm in faith, my child, for no weapon forged against you shall prevail, and no force of darkness can penetrate the sanctuary of my protection. I am your refuge, your advocate, your unyielding defender. No hand can pluck you from my grasp. No adversary can triumph over you. Therefore, do not allow fear to weaken your knees or doubt to cloud your mind. Guard your thoughts diligently and reject every false whisper that claims any power can surpass me. I, your heavenly Father, reign above all. Yes, the enemy is cunning and relentless, but I am greater still. When he circles you in moments of weakness, lift your voice to me. Cry out, and I will hear you. I will strengthen you, uphold you, and be the lifter of your head. In the darkness of the world I will fill you with courage. When your spirit grows weary, I will renew your hope. Trust in my power, for I am the Almighty, and I will deliver you from every snare and trap laid before you. If your heart is heavy for your children, their future or their well-being, bring them before me in prayer. Lay them in my hands, for I love them with a love deeper than the oceans and higher than the heavens. Beneath my wings they will find protection and hope, for my care over your family is steadfast and unchanging. I know the plans I have for them, plans to prosper them, not to harm them, plans to give them a hope and a future. Walk forward with confidence, for I will provide all the strength you need. No trial will rob you of joy, for I will fill you with a peace that surpasses understanding. Let my peace anchor your soul, steadying you through every storm, and let my joy be your strength as you face each new day. You are never alone, for I am with you always. I am your shield and your sword, standing between you and every threat. I will guard you, I will fight for you, and I will remove every danger that dares to approach you or those you hold dear. Encourage your loved ones to open their hearts to me, for I am their refuge, their protector, and their ever-present help in times of trouble. Rise now, beloved, for the dawn is near, and my light shall guide your steps. Together we shall triumph, for I am the Lord, and you are mine forevermore. Behold, my beloved child, I implore you to trust in me with the fullness of your heart and soul, to receive the boundless love I pour out upon you as the good and faithful Father I have always been. Know this unshakable truth. I have never abandoned you, nor shall I ever abandon you, regardless of the trials that assail you or the falsehoods spoken against you. My love is steadfast and eternal, a fierce and protective flame that encircles you with unwavering might. It is a love that forges paths through wildernesses and brings light into the shadowed depths, illuminating even the darkest corners of your journey. Hearken to my promise. Glorious blessings lie on the horizon, greater than your heart has dared to dream. I am unlocking doors you once thought forever sealed, and my hand will guide you into prosperity in ways that will astonish you. My promises are not distant. They are yours to claim even now. Each morning, draw near to me and incline your ear to the gentle whispers of my love and guidance. Let your heart bow humbly before me in prayer, for the enemy prowls like a shadow, seeking moments of weakness to lead you astray. Yet take heart, for I have declared you victorious, a conqueror, brave and steadfast, overflowing with faith. Your spirit, radiant in its devotion, rises ever closer to me with each passing day. You are my treasured one, and I cherish every moment you bring your hopes, fears, and dreams to my feet, trusting that I am the source of your every need. My child, it is time for you to cast off the chains of doubt and fear. You are no longer a victim of the enemy's schemes, for he has already been vanquished. You are more than a conqueror, and I walk beside you, fighting on your behalf. I am your shield and your defender, the one who goes before you and stands behind you. Rise now and proclaim this truth aloud. I am a warrior of my heavenly Father. I walk in boldness, unshaken by fear, for the power of the Almighty moves within me. My family and I dwell securely in His hands, surrounded and upheld by His unfailing love. Wherever you are, let these words resonate within you. Let them become a melody that soothes your heart and grants you peace throughout your days. You are never alone, for I am with you always, and my love for you is eternal. Surrender your heart to me fully and without hesitation. Hold nothing back, for I long to fill you with the abundance of eternal life and unceasing joy. My desire is not to burden you with sorrow, but to adorn your life with blessings, to envelop you in my presence, and to lead you into a love that knows no boundaries. Come to me each day, kneel before my throne, and seek my will. Feed upon my word, for it will anchor you amidst the storms of life, steadying you when the waves rise high and threaten to overwhelm. Do not offer me only fragments of your heart, or follow me only when the path seems easy, for such wavering faith cannot withstand the tempests that will surely come. Without the anchor of my word, you will drift into discouragement, your thoughts troubled and your spirit disquieted. But when you surrender to me wholly and place your trust in my hands, you will find a peace that transcends all understanding. You will stand immovable, steadfast, and filled with a strength that comes from above. When I sit upon the throne of your heart, each day will grow richer, not because challenges vanish, but because I will walk with you through every trial. Together, we will explore the wonders of creation and the beauty I have woven into the fabric of the world. I will pour blessings upon you, surpassing your wildest imaginings. Your family will stand united, strong in harmony, and my favor will rest upon you like a crown of light. Know this, my beloved, no weapon formed against you shall prosper, and no adversary shall prevail. Those who seek your harm will flee before the might of my hand, for my protection is unyielding. In moments of weariness, remember this: I am with you, carrying you, strengthening you, and loving you without end. Trust in me, for I am your God, and you are my cherished child. Together, we shall triumph, and your life will be a testament to my glory and grace. In the quiet chambers of your heart, I speak to you, my beloved. In the moments when the weight of the world presses upon you and your spirit feels frail, know that I am your unshakable refuge. I am the wellspring of your strength, the rock upon which you can lean. When your legs falter and the road seems endless, I will carry you as a shepherd carries his lamb. When the storm rages and the night grows unbearably dark, I am the light that pierces through, guiding you to safety. My love for you is boundless, a river that never runs dry. My grace is sufficient for every trial you face, every burden you bear. I will never leave you, nor will I forsake you. Trust in my timing, for I see the path ahead, and I am weaving all things together for your good. The victory I offer you is eternal, a triumph already won. I ask only for your heart, your faith, and your loyalty. My child, you are precious in my sight, and today I call you to pause and draw near to me. And even when my answers come in ways unexpected, trust in the sweetness of my mercy. It is like honey, soothing the bitter places of your soul. My love shines as a guiding light, chasing away the shadows and illuminating your every step. I am here to cleanse you of past regrets, to silence the voices that accuse, and to renew the very essence of your being. I will strengthen you, my beloved, and equip you with a resilience that no trial can break. Every tear you have shed, every unspoken sorrow I have carried with you. Never for a moment have I left your side. Those obstacles before you, do not see them as walls, but as steps that lead to victory. Every challenge is a tool I am using to mold you, to shape your heart, and to prepare you for the triumphs to come. Do not let the memories of yesterday bind you, for I have not called you to dwell in the valley of regret or the shadow of disappointment. Lift your eyes to the horizon, for there lies the promise of new beginnings, overflowing with joy and hope. Leave the burdens of the past behind. They hold no power over the future I have prepared for you. Your scars, once marks of pain, will become emblems of strength, a testament to the battles you have overcome through my grace. Behold, I am making all things new. Embrace the path ahead with boldness and unwavering trust, for I am leading you to a destiny that exceeds all you could imagine. Your story will become a beacon to others, a light that draws them out of their darkness. I am raising you up, my child, and through you, my glory will be revealed. Those who once doubted you will stand in awe of the work I have done in your life. The enemies of your soul, the painful memories that haunted you, they will lose their grip, powerless against the victory I am securing for you. So let your heart overflow with the joy of my promises. Feel the hope stirring within you. It is real as the sunrise that breaks the night. My power is at work in your life, transforming the impossible into a testament of my faithfulness. Your faith, pure and steadfast, has unlocked the miracles waiting to unfold. It is faith that moves mountains, that shifts the unshakable, and that pierces the deepest darkness with radiant light. Remember, beloved, faith does not rely on what your eyes perceive, but on the truths your heart holds fast. Even when the world around you seems unyielding, my power is moving. and your trust in me calls it forth. So rise, my precious one. Stand tall in the face of every storm, for I am your strength. You will swim against the fiercest currents, climb the steepest heights, and face every challenge with a courage that reflects my presence within you. Fear not, for I go before you, and together we will conquer every trial. You are mine, and I will not let you fall. In the midst of life's raging tempests, I am your peace, your anchor in the storm, and your unwavering strength. With a divine hand, I kindle within you a flame so radiant, so unquenchable, that no force on earth can extinguish its light. Your life is imbued with a purpose far greater than you perceive, and every whispered prayer, your cries for health, joy, and renewal, has reached the heavens. Even now I am crafting answers, weaving blessings into the fabric of your days. Within you, I have placed a spirit of courage, resilience, and boundless grace. You are more than you know, and every trial you endure is but an opportunity for my glory to shine through you. I extend your years and fill them with wisdom, that your days may overflow with blessings for others. Your voice shall become a vessel of truth and faith, a testament to the miracles unfolding in your life. Let the world hear your story, your song of redemption and grace, so they too may know that I am the God who listens, the God who loves, and the God who acts. My love for you is the very essence of these words, a love so vast and unstoppable that it illuminates the path before you, revealing the extraordinary purpose I have designed for your life. Behold, the plans I have for you are rich with hope and abundance, devoid of despair and lack. Each new day is a sacred gift, an invitation to walk in my goodness, to be a beacon of light for those lost in the shadows. The missteps of your past are not weights to bear, but stones in the foundation of wisdom, lessons that shape your soul and empower your heart to guide others. Triumphs and trials alike have sculpted you into a vessel of compassion and truth, one who can speak life into the weary and the broken. My beloved child, pause for a moment, and let the eternal truth of my love wash over your soul. My love for you is a treasure beyond comprehension, an unfathomable ocean of compassion that flows endlessly, never ceasing, never diminishing. Each day as the light of morning dawns, you rise under the canopy of my steadfast affection, and I draw close, whispering softly to your heart, I am with you always. Behold the gift of infinite worth that I bestowed upon you, a gift born of my boundless love. I took on human flesh and walked among you, enduring the furnace of suffering, ridicule, and even death itself. Not because you were deserving, but because my heart burned with the desire for you to know me intimately, to see the depths of my devotion. Think of that sacred moment on the cross when, with your name engraved upon my heart, I bore the weight of the ultimate price for your freedom. My sacrifice was not a mere act of duty. It was a radiant proclamation of love, so extravagant, so incomprehensible, that it eclipses the worth of every treasure this fleeting world could ever offer. Let this truth fill your heart with unshakable joy. In me, you are rich beyond measure. Even if the world deems you poor, even if your hands seem empty, you possess an eternal fortune. My love glows within you like a priceless jewel, illuminating the shadows of your life and transforming your very being. No earthly wealth, no crown of gold, no mansion of splendor could ever compare to the security, hope, and peace my love imparts. You are far richer than the greatest of kings, for the riches I bestow cannot be measured by the scales of men. Walk boldly, my beloved, with your head lifted high, for my favor rests upon you like a heavenly banner, guiding your steps and strengthening your spirit. When the storms of life howl and the voices of doubt whisper their lies, stand firm in the covenant of my love, It is unshakable, as steadfast as the foundation of a mighty fortress, and no tempest can tear it asunder. Rejoice in my love as you move through the rhythms of your days, finding holiness in the small and sacred moments, as well as in the grand and glorious ones. Let your soul sing with gratitude, for my kindness is more certain than the rising sun, more faithful than the dawn that kisses the horizon. Each morning, my love greets you anew, unchanging, unfailing, unending. Let this truth awaken your spirit, breathing new life into your heart. Let joy rise within you like a song, spilling over into every corner of your existence, touching the lives of friends, family, and even strangers. As you experience the fullness of my love, you become a vessel of compassion, a light in the darkness, pouring hope into the weary souls around you. Walk the path I have prepared for you, hand in hand with me, wrapped in the warmth of my affection, upheld by my strength, and guided by my eternal wisdom. Every step you take is purposeful. Each breath is filled with the assurance that you belong to me. Together, we will scale mountains of possibility and traverse valleys of testing. In every landscape, whether bathed in the light of triumph or shadowed by trial, my love will remain your constant companion. Know this, my beloved, my love is the foundation of your life, the rock upon which you stand. Rejoice in it, delight in it, and watch as it transforms the way you see the world. Be at peace, for I have called you by name and you are mine. Wherever your journey leads, I will be with you, your eternal source of hope, strength, and joy. I am the one who shelters you beneath my mighty wings, the everlasting God who never wearies nor falters. I see the burdens you carry, every weight that bends your shoulders, and I am ever ready to be your refuge and strength. When the chaos of the world rises and the voices of fear shout louder than your courage, remember that I am the Lord over all. Nothing escapes my notice. Nothing surpasses my power. Do not let your heart be bound by fear or despair, for my perfect love casts out all fear. Even when the storms rage and the earth trembles, my love remains a beacon, calling you to hope. Trust in me, my precious child, and let my unyielding love be your shield, your light, your eternal song. Each day I pour out my grace across the earth, a tapestry woven with acts of healing, moments of divine shelter, and blessings that burst forth like sunlight piercing the aftermath of a storm. Yet many hearts remain blind to these miracles, their gaze passing over them without pause. But to those who draw near to me, I grant eyes to see the extraordinary within the ordinary, a tender breeze caressing your face, the golden warmth of the sun upon your skin, the quiet surge of hope rising in a weary soul. These gentle whispers of my presence are a balm, bringing joy to the sorrowful, peace to the restless, and faith to the faltering. Take hold of this truth. I am with you even now, closer than your next breath. Let this knowledge burn in your heart like a holy flame, igniting a courage that no storm can extinguish. When shadows gather and trials loom on the horizon, do not shrink back in fear, for I walk ahead of you, preparing a path rich with purpose and overflowing with promise. Rejoice, for my strength and grace are without limit, sufficient for every moment of your journey. Open your eyes to the radiant colors of my love. Open your ears to the quiet assurance of my voice. Do not keep these treasures to yourself. Share them boldly with a world desperate for hope, and let your life shine as a beacon, illuminating the darkness and resounding with my eternal message. I am here, always, ready to rescue, ready to restore. I am your refuge and your strength, the one who formed you with tender care and breathed life into your spirit. Within you, I have placed everything you need to rise above every obstacle, to see dreams take root and flourish, and to fulfill the divine purposes I have planted in your heart. Even now I am shaping your soul, fortifying your heart, that you might stand triumphant through every trial, Each moment you dwell in my presence transforms you, refining your faith until it becomes as unyielding as tempered steel. Draw near, listen closely, and receive the treasures of truth I long to impart to you, truth so profound that few are willing to embrace them. You are not chosen because you are flawless. You are chosen because I see the brilliance hidden beneath your fears. I am pouring my courage into you, making you braver than you ever imagined, steady and unshaken when others falter, bold enough to press forward when others retreat. Picture yourself as a fortress, impenetrable to even the fiercest assault. No enemy, no opposition, not even the mightiest of forces can overcome you, for my power within you is unshakable. Let me share this eternal secret with you. My love for you is relentless, deeper than the oceans, stronger than the mountains, capable of moving every doubt and fear in your life. Many live their days without ever truly understanding the vastness of this love. But I yearn for you to know it as intimately as you know the rhythm of your own heart. Treasure this truth, for it holds the key to unyielding faith and enduring hope. I have come to remind you, you are destined for victory. Nothing, no power, no circumstance can steal the inheritance I have prepared for you. In my name, you hold authority to call forth miracles, to transform dreams into tangible reality, and to walk a path of unshakable confidence. Declare aloud your belief, so that even the heavens hear your unwavering conviction. Speak boldly. I am not weak, I am strong. I am wise and fearless. I am ready to overcome every trial and conflict that comes my way. And so it shall be. When challenges arise, do not tremble. When critics roar, do not falter. I have clothed you in the armor of faith and placed the sword of truth in your hand. You are not a mere bystander in the battles of life. You are a warrior of faith, called to stand firm when the struggle intensifies. Though your heart may race in the face of adversity, remember this: I am beside you, closer than a whisper, breathing courage into your soul. So rise, child of glory, and step forward with the knowledge that you are not alone. With me, you are unstoppable. Together, we shall triumph, and your life will be a testament to my power, my love, and my eternal promise. Believe in the power I have placed within you, for I am the one who never falters, the eternal victor in every battle. I stand as your shield amidst the raging storms of your struggles, renewing your strength with each dawning day. When doubt creeps into your heart like a shadow, look to me, and I shall extend my hand, lifting you to higher ground, to realms where fear cannot dwell. My beloved child, do not underestimate the glorious transformation I am working within you. You are not merely enduring, you are growing into a radiant vessel of hope, a beacon to illuminate the darkness of this world. When uncertainty threatens to diminish your spirit, recall my promises. I come to you daily, whispering truth into your soul, reminding you of the courage and light that I see within you. You are an overcomer, a flame that burns brightly, sustained by my spirit. Though the winds of opposition may howl, my word stands unshaken, and my voice speaks life over you. Words of blessings, not emptiness, of miracles, redemption, healing, and restoration. I do not speak in vain, for my gifts are purposeful, crafted with care to shape your destiny and unlock the fullness of your potential. Handle these gifts with faith and gratitude, and I shall pour out even more abundantly upon you. I know the depths of your need, and my provision exceeds anything you can imagine. Let my words take root in your heart, like seeds planted in fertile soil, for in their time they will yield a harvest of resilience, wisdom, and unshakable faith. Already the first tender buds of hope are breaking through the soil of your circumstances. Do you feel it? The stirring within you? The quiet strength rising? It is my spirit, working tirelessly to transform you from the inside out. Lift your voice in praise, proclaiming these truths, and walk boldly into each new day with the courage I have given you. Let each sunrise speak of my enduring presence, and each sunset remind you of my unwavering care. I am the one who loves you without limit, who equips you for every challenge, who calls you by name. Step boldly into this calling, to live fearlessly, to dream boundlessly, and to shine like a lighthouse of my goodness in a world yearning for light. Be at peace, for I am with you in every trial. Stand firm, for my strength courses through your spirit. Remain hopeful, for I am the author of miracles. This is my covenant with you. I will never cease to remind you of your worth, your purpose, and the greatness I have placed within your soul. Before you drew your first breath, I called you by name. My eyes have never left you. I have watched as your story unfolded, and I see the champion within you, ready to rise for my glory. If you choose loyalty and step out in faith, brave and devoted to walking in my ways, I will use you mightily. Through your hands the sick will be healed, the hungry fed, and hearts burdened with sorrow lifted into hope. Your own family will taste this outpouring of my power, experiencing supernatural encounters and sharing testimonies of wonders they once deemed impossible. This is the grace I promise to those who love me, who forsake excuses and offer me their unshakable trust. Listen closely, for you may think you are wandering or uncertain, but you are neither lost nor confused. I have come to take you by the hand, leading you into realms where great miracles are not the exception, but the norm. Believe that your sons and daughters will see visions of heaven's plan, and your elders will dream dreams of renewed purpose and divine direction. Open your spiritual eyes, for I long to unveil mysteries hidden from the unseeing. Call upon me in heartfelt prayer, and I will reveal truths few have known. Pour out your soul to me in quiet moments, whether at dawn or before you rest. Resist the temptation to falter in your devotion, for as you persevere in prayer, I will meet you step by step, guiding you ever forward. When I bless you, let gratitude rise within your heart, like a fragrant offering. Rejoice not only in the gifts I give, but in the wisdom of my withholding, for my plans far exceed your understanding. Take these words to heart, my beloved. Reflect upon them and let thanksgiving fill your spirit. Recall the miraculous moments when I rescued you from despair, and let that remembrance kindle your faith anew. Trust in me, for my plans for you are filled with love, hope, and the promise of a future far brighter than you can imagine. Write these blessings upon the tablet of your heart, and let your life become a testimony to my goodness, a shining testament to my unending love. In the sacred recesses of your memory, recall those moments when my hand moved with divine power, altering the course of your life in ways you could scarcely understand. Remember how I rescued you from despair, comforted you in your sorrow, and provided for you even in the wilderness of your wandering. Let these memories of my unending kindness awaken a flood of gratitude within your soul, drawing you closer to me. Speak now, beloved, from the depths of your spirit. Let your heart cry out in thanksgiving. O Lord my God, how boundless are your blessings. Write it, proclaim it, and let the current of gratitude flow mightily through you, sweeping away every shadow of doubt. Feel how courage rises within you, like a flame rekindled by the breath of my spirit. Strength is renewed, fears are cast aside, and uncertainties dissolve like mist before the morning sun. Know this, my cherished child. I care for every intricate detail of your life. My heart longs for you to grow, to flourish, to prosper beyond measure. I yearn to see your soul stand unshaken, your faith unwavering, and your heart at rest in the deep assurance of my steadfast love. Draw near to me, for I am the shelter that no storm can shake, the fortress where your spirit finds unyielding peace. Let my presence enfold you, silencing the storms within and calming the tempests without. Hold fast to my promises, for when you walk in faith and act with loyalty to my name, miracles unfold, destinies are rewritten, and streams of hope flow abundantly in even the driest lands. Trust me in every step you take, whether it be small and unseen or grand and awe-inspiring, for I am the wellspring of all good things, and I will never forsake those who place their trust in me. Each dawn brings with it new trials, unfamiliar faces, and unseen challenges, yet fear not, for I am with you at every hour. In the light of the sunrise, the heat of midday, the tranquility of twilight, and even the darkest moments of night, my mercy and compassion encircle you like a mighty shield. Even as storms rage and battles intensify, my promise stands unshaken. I will cover you with my power and fill you with my glory. You are never alone, my beloved, and you never will be. Look at how you have grown, my child. Once trembling in uncertainty, now you stand firm and resolute, confident in my presence and promises. This transformation is no small thing. It is a radiant testimony to the world of what I can do within a heart surrendered to me. You are stronger now, bolder, and more certain of my unfailing love. Yet know this is but the beginning of the heights to which I will carry you. I am lifting you to new vistas of victory and purpose. Let the fire of courage burn brightly within you, for no trial you face can prevail against the power of my Spirit dwelling in you. Do not let the challenges before you shake your heart, for I created you for greatness. Like an eagle, you were fashioned to soar above the storms, your vision set on the horizon of the destiny I have prepared for you. Even now, my heavenly host moves on your behalf, breaking open doors that seemed impenetrable and scattering every scheme of the enemy. Your adversaries will tremble and flee, unable to endure the brilliance of my glory that surrounds you. Take heart, my beloved, for you are a warrior, a champion, a survivor of countless battles. Each chapter of your story is being rewritten by my hand, transforming it into a testimony of triumph. I have chosen you with an everlasting love, not only to pour out my blessings upon you, but to reveal my power to the world through your life. Through you, others will see my miracles, miracles of healing, of provision, of restoration, and hope. Your family is under my watchful care, and I will fill them with joy, courage, and renewed purpose, calling each one to stand steadfast in faith. Let my strength flood your heart and ignite a passion to serve, to fight for righteousness, and to love with an unyielding devotion. I delight in your worship, your surrender, your unwavering commitment to placing me first in all things. Your faithfulness rises before me like a sweet fragrance, pleasing and precious. Open your heart wide, my beloved, for I am preparing a downpour of blessings. Some you have dared to dream of, and others beyond your imagination. Receive them with joy, knowing that I find delight in your prayers, your songs of praise, and the quiet moments when your heart simply whispers its gratitude. You are my cherished one, and I take great pleasure in calling you my own. Walk boldly, for I go before you and stand beside you, unchanging and eternal. My love for you knows no bounds, and my plans for you are glorious. Trust in me, for I am your God, and I will never leave you nor forsake you. Together, we shall see the wonders of heaven unfold in your life. When you lift your voice and declare your love for me, it resonates through the heavens and moves the depths of my heart. I see the purity of your devotion, the sincerity that radiates from your words, and the truth of your faith made evident through your actions. Every step you take in trust, every choice to honor me above all else, speaks of your unwavering dependence on me as the Lord of your life. You proclaim to the world that I am your refuge, your strength, and your guiding light. Oh, my beloved, continue along this sacred path of faith. Let gratitude overflow from your soul, and let hope be the melody of your heart. Do not waver, for I am weaving your life into a testimony of my boundless grace. In the storms that rage, cling to my promises. In moments of despair, remember that I am nearer than the breath in your lungs, In your greatest battles, feel the presence of the angelic host I have stationed around you, each one ready to minister strength and courage to your weary spirit. Rise today with renewed determination. Let your heart swell with praises to me, for I have already gone before you and prepared the way. Sing out your victory, not because you have conquered, but because I have already secured it for you. The heavens resound with the rejoicing of angels, and I, your eternal Father, look upon you with a smile that holds infinite delight. Abide in my presence, my beloved, for when you dwell in my love, no force, no trial, no enemy can stand against you. I am faithful beyond measure, and I am always with you. As you pour out your heart in prayer, I will pour my grace upon you like a river of peace, warm and unending, soothing the depths of your soul and renewing your strength. In these sacred moments with me, I will reveal the breadth of my love, guide you by the hand, and lead you into a life of promise and hope. Know this: I desire to make you a light that shines even in the darkest valleys. By my power, you will rise when others fall. You will stand firm when trials burn like fire or overwhelm like waves. Not a single flame shall consume you, nor a single wave overcome you, for my protection is your shield, and my love is your fortress. This is my promise to you, my precious child. You are my son, my daughter, and I delight in watching your faith blossom day by day. Rejoice in the knowledge that you can approach me with boldness, asking for all that you need, for I hear every prayer. Whether whispered through tears or lifted in joyous praise, your prayers reach my heart. If the answers you seek seem delayed, do not lose heart. Wait patiently, for I'm always at work, orchestrating what is best for your family, your future, and your soul in my perfect timing. Come closer still and experience the fullness of my grace. Bask in the radiance of my mercy, and let my glory wash over you like sunlight breaking through storm-laden clouds. Even amidst the clamor of your busy life, when you pause for a single moment to reach out to me, my presence will flood your spirit with a peace that no storm can shatter. My spirit will strengthen the hidden corners of your soul, fortifying you against every trial. I know the burdens you carry, yet in each challenge, I am shaping you into someone far stronger than you ever imagined. Trials will come, but fear them not, for your faith in me is the anchor that steadies your heart. Look back and remember how I have carried you through the valleys of heartbreak, transforming your sorrow into joy. I have never turned away from you, not even for a moment. Seek me daily with a heart surrendered in worship, and you will uncover depths of my power that you have never known. Bow before me in humble prayer, and I will lift you to heights beyond your dreams. I will whisper clarity into your confusion, unlock doors that seem forever barred, and ignite a holy fire within you to stand firm when all else falters. So come, my beloved, draw near to me, and let me guide you into a life radiant with my love and resounding with my glory. Let your journey testify to the world of my eternal faithfulness and unending grace. Let your heart rest in the confidence of my unfailing love, and let your soul drink deeply from the fountain of my endless compassion. Lay every care, every burden, every fear at my feet, for I am the Lord who watches over you with unwavering devotion. The more you seek me, the more clearly you will see my hand gently shaping your destiny, weaving every thread of your life into a tapestry of divine purpose. Remember, my beloved, that even a single moment of heartfelt devotion stirs my heart with immeasurable joy. I cherish your praise, I treasure your trust, and every time you whisper, "I love you, Lord," my heart overflows with a delight that the heavens cannot contain. Know this, my child, nothing escapes my watchful gaze. When you surrender your plans, your future, and your very life into my care, the courts of heaven erupt with a symphony of joy, celebrating the sacred act of your trust. In those moments I command my angels, legions upon legions, to stand guard over your life, to encircle you with their protection. Your battles will never be won by mere human strength or fleeting intellect. They will be won by my spirit, by the boundless power of my eternal presence. I have promised you victory, and I am the God who keeps his word. I lift up those I love, pouring out blessings like a river that overflows its banks, saturating the lives of those who dare to trust me with all their hearts. Yet, my child, there are hearts that close themselves to my truth, minds that cling to doubt and shadow rather than embracing the light of hope. They treat my word as though it were powerless, irrelevant, not seeing the yearning in my heart to heal their wounds and fill their emptiness with the richness of my love. My promises belong to the courageous, to those who look beyond the veil of the visible and trust that I, the living God, am at work in every hidden place. Open your heart wide to me, step forward in faith, and you will discover oceans of grace and abundance already prepared for you.